Because it matters, made in the USA. There's only one word I can use to describe this UD60, and that is massive. Look at the size of this rotor and these brakes. It's just insane. So it's day 2 of the build of our Gladiator, and already they're hard at work, and we've got our brand new UD60 rear axle installed, as you can see here, and it looks awesome. Very cool. No turning back now. It's all coming off. It's hard to believe that we've only owned this Jeep Gladiator for about 2 months now. It's only got about 4,000 miles on the odometer, and we're just cutting everything off of it. So not only did the shock tower and the spring bucket or the spring perch get cut off, you can see that we have a big hole in our frame now too. So today was a big day. We didn't actually get a whole lot of little things accomplished, but we got one really big thing accomplished. All this that you see right here, I don't know if you want to call it a prototype. It's more like a test fit for a production part. This is a double throwdown system that's going on to this JT. Probably, I think it's the first one. So we're pretty excited about that. Oh yeah, I guess we got the axles in as well. Day 3 of the build. Let's go check out where we're at. Morning, buddy.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Great. Yourself? Good. It's coming together. As you can see, we've got our front long arms installed. We've got our UD60 installed up front. UD60 installed in the rear. We are still running short arms in the rear, but only because Evo isn't quite ready to put out a long arm kit. There's some geometry issues on the factory mounts that they want to address before they actually commit themselves to a true long arm kit. So we'll be revisiting that at a later date. Let's see what else have we got done. This is probably the coolest stuff right here. What you see here, looks like someone painted it this morning or last night. These towers right here are double throwdown towers that some of you guys might have seen on Moby, even on RubyCat. A little bit different in that they actually come with air bumps as well. Oh wow, they got the trim installed as well. Looks great. So I've had a lot of people ask on whalelife.com and on our social media sites, why a UD60? And the short answer is, we've never tested one before. Over the past decade, we've been loyal Dynatrac fans, and only because they make amazing custom axles. So, full disclosure, we actually had a set of XT60 front axle and a ProRock 80 rear axle all ready to go. Dynatrac was going to help us out, but we declined their generous offer so that we could test out something different. Of course, we'll be putting this through the paces. We'll test it out. For better or for worse, we'll let you know what we think. Now it's coming together. This looks badass.
That'll work. We're going to index that, these tubes out.
We're at King right now. Of all places, this place is badass. Needed to make a few modifications to the coilovers that we have. They needed to be clocked, at least in bypass shocks. So fortunately, Mel has all the connections. Doing it while we wait. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
Swag. I'm talking all quiet because it's so clean here. I feel like I'm at a doctor's office or something. It's not like what you expect from a company that manufactures some of the most badass coilovers and shocks on the planet.
You guys see how much steering we actually have on this? How far this goes in?
So super nice of Synergy Manufacturing to hook us up with a brand new tie rod and drag link for our UD60. We weren't exactly sure how we were going to dress it, but fortunately the JK setup that they have will work perfectly with this axle. So it's really cool that the UD60s come with these massive brakes. I believe they're from a Ram 3500, but by comparison, this is for a front brake on a Gladiator. And you can see it's smaller, but surprisingly, it's actually pretty big even for a factory brake caliper. So check it out. The front brakes on the UD60 are big, but look at the difference between the rears. This is a factory JT brake for rear brake. And this right here is for a UD60. Considerable size difference. So today was a pretty productive day. Most of what we did was work on the front end of our Jeep. All the coilovers and bypass shocks were mounted and we cycled it at full bump, try to find out where or if there were going to be any clearance issues, and then we were able to install mounting brackets onto the axle itself. Moving over to the rear, there was actually a few things that we were able to do, namely install a reinforcement bracket onto the frame to allow us to run a coilover on it, tie it into the axle itself. We also ran over the King real quick. There were a few modifications that we needed to make to the coilovers and bypass shocks that we had. And everything looks like it's going on nicely. So time is ticking. There are a few other things that we were hoping to get done before the end of the week. One of which is a brand new rear bumper from Evo Manufacturing. So over here we have Elijah welding up the last of the brackets so that it can go to powder coat first thing in the morning. And with any luck, we'll have it done by the end of the day.